Hello, baby.
Hey,
How's your day?
I'm up for breakfast and standing on top of the world. You?
Man on a mission. That mission is, what are we going to do for Van Halen week this year?
I've been thinking about that too, since our original plans for Cabo aren't happening this year.
Any ideas? You're the creative one.
Well, thanks for that. I have a few. Nothing as good as we had planned, though.
Yeah, next year we'll be back in Cabo. I just know it.
Oh, I certainly hope so.
The world has changed over the last 3 years. Traveling, some businesses still require people to wear masks. We have video meetings like this.
That's it. I've got it. Before COVID, after COVID.
I don't understand.
Well, we've adapted during COVID, like video meetings like this, which is a good thing. Of course, life before and now, there are good things in life too. It's really the best of both worlds.
What do you think the teacher's gonna look like this year?
Teacher, stop that screaming. Teacher, don't you see? Don't wanna be no uptown fool. Maybe I should go to hell, but I'm doing well. Teacher needs to see me after school.
Welcome to the 13th annual Van Halen week. Today is day one. If you're just joining us, where have you been for the past decade? Van Halen is a four-man band from Pasadena, California, featuring the Van Halen brothers of Alex and Edward, bassist Michael Anthony, and original lead singer Diamond David Lee Roth. Now, back in the day when they were teenagers, David auditioned for the lead singer of the band 3 times and was denied by the Van Halen brothers. Dave then created a rival band called Red Ball Jet, and Dr. Roth, Dave's father, bought him sound equipment. As time passed, Dave continued to try to join Mammoth, which Van Halen was called at the time. The Van Halens eventually needed sound equipment, which Dave had, so he kindly rented it to them. Eventually, it made more financial sense to have Dave in the band so they didn't have to pay him. That's how Roth got into the band. They made 6 albums together before Dave then pursued a solo career, which featured songs like California Girls, Yankee Rose, and Just Like Paradise. In late July of this year, Dave released a song entitled Nothing Could Have Stopped Us Back Then Anyway, which was about the original members of Van Halen. So today's best of both world question is, which did you prefer? Dave's solo career or his music with Van Halen? Comment below and go rock the day. Welcome to Van Halen Week, Day 2. In his days between becoming an EMT and responding to 911 calls in the Bronx and rejoining Van Halen in 2006, David Lee Roth spent time in Japan. 2 years, actually. He was immersed in the culture. He learned to speak the language, and he was always a student of martial arts, yet there he refined his skills learning kenjutsu. He dove into his artistic abilities as well, learning the art of ink painting. Dave loved Japan so much that Van Halen's last live album was recorded at the Tokyo Dome. So today's best of both worlds question is, do you speak another language? And if so, how many and what are they? If you don't speak another language, what cultural food do you absolutely enjoy? Comment below and then go rock the day. Konnichiwa. Welcome to day 3 of Van Halen Week. Jan Van Halen, born in the Netherlands in 1920, and at the age of 18 was a well-accomplished musician, playing both the clarinet and the saxophone. He played in jazz and swing bands as well as in orchestras. He encouraged his sons to become involved in the music industry as well. And when moving to California in 1962, both Alex and Edward were enrolled in piano lessons at age 5, violin lessons at age 7. The brothers, however, pursued a musical path different from that of their fathers, learning the drums and the guitar. While disappointed that his sons didn't do the jazz circuit like he did, he was still happy that they took up a career in music. In fact, on the album Diver Down, the boys had their father play the clarinet on the song Big Bad Bill. Today's Best of Both Worlds question is, do you play a musical instrument? And if so, what is it? If not, what is your favorite genre of music? Please place your comments below, and now go rock the day.
Big Bad Billy, sweet William now. Merry life changed him somehow. He's the man the town used to fear. Now they all call sweet Papa Willie dear. Stronger than Samson, I declare. Till the brown-skinned woman bobbed his hair. Big Bad Bill don't fight anymore. No, he don't. He's doing the dishes. He's mopping up that floor. Yes, he is. I used to go out drinking, looking for a fight. Now he's gone to see that sweet woman every night. Big Bad Billy's sweet William now.
Welcome to Van Halen Week, Day 4. I Can't Drive 55 is probably Sammy Hagar's most popular song as a solo artist, and it can be found on his VOA album. Once Sammy completed the VOA tour, he cut his hair and he just wanted to take a break. At this time, Van Halen was looking for a new lead singer, and their search was made known to their Lamborghini mechanic, Claudio, who also knew Sammy Hagar because he worked on his vehicles as well. Long story short, he introduced the two, and that was the beginning of Van Hagar. Sammy is known for having exotic cars. However, when he's in Mexico, you might be able to spot him driving around in his smart car. Today's best of both worlds question is, what was your first vehicle? Or what is your favorite vehicle? Comment below. Now, go rock the day. Welcome to Day 5 of Van Halen Week. Sammy Hagar has many business ventures outside of music. He's probably best known for his Cabo Wabo tequila, and of course the world headquarters of Van Halen Week, the Cabo Wabo Cantina. After selling off his interest in the tequila, he wrote a recipe book entitled, Are We Having Any Fun Yet? And then he created his Beach Bar Rum and Santos. And this has earned him just enough money from these ventures to keep him in music. So today's best of both worlds question is, as we head into the weekend, what is your choice for beverage this weekend? Comment below. Now go rock the day. Salut. Welcome to Van Halen Week, Day 6. Bassist Michael Anthony joined the band in 1974 as he could keep up with the twists and the turns the Van Halen boys put him through. He is known for his harmonizing vocals as well and his Jack Daniels bass guitar. He played on 11 Van Halen albums, and since 2006, he and Sammy Hagar continued to make music with bands like Chickenfoot and The Circle, which released a new album 2 weeks ago called Crazy Times. Outside of music, he's a grandfather, and we all know how cool grandpas are. He also makes a hot sauce, Mad Anthony's hot sauce. I'll throw that on some chicken tonight. Today's best of both worlds question is, do you like spicy food? If so, what is your favorite spicy food? Put your comments below and go rock the day. Today's day 7, right? A week has 7 days. So then today's the last day of Van Halen Week. In 2007, Wolfgang Van Halen joined his father on tour as the new bassist. He's now the third generation musician, Jan, Eddie, and now Wolfie. In June 2001, he released his first album under the band name Mammoth WVH, paying tribute to Van Halen's origin. Wolfie played all the instruments on this album and did the vocals and the harmonies as well. He is truly a gifted musician. A gifted musician with a new single called Talk and Walk, which was released exactly 1 month ago today. So today's best of both worlds question is, what are you truly gifted at? Put your comment below, and now go rock the day.
Hey, Wolf. Hey, fellas. Where's Wolf at? He's in there? Cool. Hey, Wolf. Hey, Wolf. Wolfgang. Where's Wolf? Sorry. I'm here. Waiting on you guys. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Happy trails to till we meet again.
Well, that's a wrap. It's the 13th annual Van Halen Week has finally come to a conclusion. I just want to thank everyone, and a special Dunkashane for Angie, for participating in the past 7 days. Van Halen Week is more than a tribute to musicians. It's an opportunity to reflect on some fun times, on youth, memories with friends. It's the soundtrack for that era. Some of the messages I received this week, I know others had moments of nostalgia as well, and thank you for sharing those with me. However, while it's fun to reflect, time moves on. So let's wrap up with the future Wolfgang Van Halen playing us out with some nostalgia, a tribute to his father. Rock on.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to play it. I can't remember.